The Jetavanaramaya is a stupa, or Buddhist reliquary landmark, situated in the remnants of Jetavana religious community on the planet legacy city of Anuradhapura, Sri Lanka. At 122 meters, 400 feet, it was the world's tallest stupa, and the third tallest structure on the planet, when it was worked by King Mahasena of Anuradhapura, 273 to 301. He started the development of the stupa following the devastation of the Mahavihara. His child Maghavana I finished the development of the stupa. A piece of a band or belt tied by the Buddha is accepted to be the relic that is cherished here. The structure is critical in the island's set of experiences as it speaks to the pressures inside the Theravada and Mahayana organizations of Buddhism. It is additionally huge in written history as perhaps the tallest structure in the antiquated world and the tallest non-pyramidal structure. The tallness of the stupa was 122 meters, 400 feet, making it the tallest stupa in the Old World. With the demolition and deserting of Anuradhapura realm in the 11th century, the stupa with others was covered by wilderness. Lord Parakramabahu in 12th century attempted to remodel this stupa, and it was reconstructed to the current stature, a decrease from the first tallness. Today it remains at 71 meters, 233 feet. The structure is not, at this point, the tallest, however it is as yet the biggest, with a base region of 233,000 square meters, 2,508,000 square feet. Roughly 93.3 million heated blocks were utilized in its development. The designing creativity behind the development of the structure is a huge advancement throughout the entire existence of the island. The partisan contrasts between the Buddhist priests additionally are spoken to by the stupa, as it was based on the premises of the wrecked Mahavihara, which prompted a resistance by a clergyman of King Mahasena. This stupa has a place with the Sigalika order. The compound covers roughly 5.6 hectares, and is assessed to have housed 10,000 Buddhist priests. One side of the stupa is 176 meters, 576 feet long, and the stairways at every one of its four sides are 9 meters, 28 feet wide. The doorpost to the sanctum, which is arranged in the patio, is 8 meters, 27 feet high. The stupa has a 8.5 meters, 28 feet profound establishment and sits on bedrock. Stone engravings in the patio give the names of individuals who gave to the structure exertion. Plan and improvement. As the greatest old stupa created and one of the tallest old structures on Earth, the assistant inventiveness and planning capacities used for the improvement are basic. The foundations of the structure were 8.5 m significant, and the size of the structure required squares, which could withstand stores of up to 166 kilograms. The solid foundation lay on bedrock, and the curve was created of full and half squares and earth fill, the unprecedented condition of an ideal ellipsoid thought about pressure, and as needs be allowed the improvement of the colossal structure. The Mahavamsa portrays the foundation laying, where holes were stacked up with stones and ventured someplace around elephants whose feet were made sure about with cowhide ties. The squares used for the advancement were a tremendous improvement of old Sri Lankan planning. The squares used for Jetavanaramaya had an association of 60% fine sand and 35% earth. The squares could withstand 44 kilograms per square centimeter, 281 kilograms per square inch. Linear adaptable restricted part assessment under self-weight made a most extraordinary compressive weight of 839 kilopascals, 8.6 kilograms per square centimeter, at the base network. Therefore the best weight in the vault is 10 times not however much that what the squares could withstand. Finely crushed dolomite, limestone, sieved sand and earth gave the holding material to the squares. The earth used was pliant and in this manner obliges advancement inside the structure. One of the sides of the square was roughened to trap the holding slurry, thusly limiting equal movement. 8. The stupa was then covered with lime mortar. The mortar used contained shells, sugar syrup, egg whites, coconut water, glues, oils, plant gum, sand, earth and stones. The mortar similarly offered waterproofing to the structure. The Mahavamsa moreover indicates the use of copper sheets over the foundation, and arsenic separated in sesame oil to hinder frightening little creature, and plant interferences inside the stupa. It is surveyed that Jetavanaramaya took 15 years to complete, and would have required a competent workforce of hundreds, including brickyard workers and bricklayers and stonemasons. Carvings at Jetavanaramaya. Until 1909 the epic structure was covered with shrub wild. Minister Damarama of Salabimbaramaya safe haven of Gamampata got underwriting to clear the stupa, and the court from the Admasthana warning gathering. The underwriting was thusly dropped as the cleric decided to settle down. Palinara Sabita thereto searched for, and got agree to continue clearing the premises, yet support was for sure dropped when the minister began the arrangement of responsibilities. Nevertheless, the minister wouldn't leave, in the authentic technique which came about he needed to leave. Protection work has been financed by the compensation from ticket bargains, fundamentally to new travelers to the three social triangle regions of Anuradhapura, Polonnaruwa, and Sigiriya. Squares were burned using the very kind of blend that was used by the designers of the first dagoba. Unearthings have revealed old rarities exhibiting that Sri Lanka was the basic entrepot for trade activity interfacing the Indian edge countries similarly as the Mediterranean and the Far East, and stunning effects that feature a common culture in South Asia.